Football is a game filled with passion, drama, and emotion. Players, coaches, and fans are all deeply invested in every match. But sometimes it's not the players who steal the show. Sometimes it's those who are supposed to stay in the background, the ball boys. Yes, you heard that right. There have been moments in football where ball boys played a role in shaping the game, sometimes for the worse. So let's dive into the top 10 times ball boys ruined football. Number 10. Chelsea vs. Swansea, 2013. At number 10, we have one of the most infamous incidents in football history. It was the 2013 League Cup semi-final between Chelsea and Swansea City. Chelsea was trailing on aggregate, and in the dying moments of the match, they were desperately trying to get the ball back into play. Enter Charlie Morgan, a 17-year-old ball boy with a plan. When the ball rolled out of play, he decided to lie on the ball, wasting precious seconds. Chelsea's Eden Hazard, frustrated by the delay, attempted to kick the ball out from under Morgan. What followed was a controversial red card for Hazard, leaving Chelsea one man down and ultimately crashing out of the competition. Number 9. Sevilla's ball boy tricks against Real Betis, 2014. Coming in at number 9 is a classic rivalry trickery. In 2014, during a fierce Sevilla vs. Real Betis derby, Sevilla ball boys were reportedly coached to slow the game down when Betis had possession and speed it up when Sevilla needed the ball. This led to mounting frustration for the Betis players, and it was clear that these ball boys were trying to influence the pace of the game to their home team's advantage. Although there wasn't a specific notorious moment, the systematic manipulation of game tempo by ball boys was so blatant that Betis fans and players complained after the match. Sevilla's tactics on and off the field led to their victory, but this was one of the times when ball boys played a questionable role in a high-stakes match. Number 8. Real Madrid vs. Atletico Madrid, 2016 Champions League Final. Even in the biggest games, ball boys can find themselves in the spotlight. In the 2016 Champions League Final between Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid, tensions were running high. Atletico was pushing for an equalizer, and every second counted. A Real Madrid ball boy, keen on helping his team maintain control, threw the ball away when Atletico players were looking to take a quick throw-in. This unsportsmanlike move slowed the game down, causing a wave of anger from Atletico players. While the ball boys' actions didn't decide the outcome, Real Madrid won on penalties. His moment of mischief certainly caused tempers to flare during one of the most important matches in European football. Number 7. PSG vs. Marseille, 2020. In another heated rivalry, PSG vs. Marseille in 2020, we witnessed ball boy antics that caused frustration on the pitch. In this classic French derby, a Marseille ball boy held onto the ball just long enough to anger PSG's Neymar, who was trying to restart play quickly. The delay, though brief, came during a tense moment of the game when PSG was in desperate need of momentum. While no major action was taken against the ball boy, the incident highlighted how even the smallest delays can impact the mindset of players. Neymar's frustration was evident, and the match continued with a bitter atmosphere. Number 6. Barcelona's ball boy battle, 2017. In 2017, Barcelona found themselves in a tough La Liga match, and every second counted. The ball had gone out of play, and Barcelona needed a quick restart. However, the ball boy on the sideline was nowhere to be found. When the ball boy finally showed up, he tossed the ball with a complete lack of urgency, leading to a significant delay. Barcelona's manager at the time, Luis Enrique, was furious and demanded an explanation. It was later revealed that this was no accident. The ball boys were allegedly instructed to slow things down to break Barcelona's rhythm. Though they won the game, this moment sparked debates about how ball boys can be strategically used to waste time or disrupt a team's flow. Number 5. Newcastle United vs. Crystal Palace, 2021. In 2021, during a Premier League match between Newcastle United and Crystal Palace, the ball boys were at it again. Newcastle was in the lead, and as the game progressed, their ball boys began to take their time retrieving the ball, especially when it went out of play on the Palace side. This tactic was not lost on Palace manager Roy Hodgson, who was visibly furious on the sidelines. He even complained to the referee about the slow ball boy behavior, but no action was taken. While it didn't change the game's result, the ball boys were clearly instructed to run down the clock, much to the frustration of the opposing team. Number 4. Ajax vs. Feyenoord, 2018. In another instance of ball boys getting involved in the heated atmosphere of a rivalry match, Ajax took on Feyenoord in 2018. The game was already tense, and both sets of players were on edge. But things took an even more chaotic turn when an Ajax ball boy deliberately threw the ball away as a Feyenoord player approached for a quick throw-in. The Feyenoord player's frustration was evident, and he lashed out verbally at the ball boy, leading to a scuffle on the sidelines. The incident led to a booking for the Feyenoord player, but the true disruptor of the game, that cheeky Ajax ball boy. Number 3, Tottenham vs Olympiacos, 2019 Champions League. Sometimes it's not always about ruining the game. In this case, a ball boy became the unexpected hero. During Tottenham's 2019 Champions League clash against Olympiacos, a ball boy quickly threw the ball back to Serge Aurier for a throw-in, catching the Olympiacos defense off guard. Spurs immediately took advantage, and the ball ended up in the back of the net, with Harry Kane scoring from the quick restart. The ball boy's quick thinking not only saved precious seconds, but also played a part in Tottenham's 4-2 comeback victory. This was one of those rare instances where a ball boy's involvement actually helped a team, but to Olympiacos, it certainly felt like their game had been ruined. Number 2, Liverpool vs Barcelona, 2019 Champions League semi-final. Speaking of heroics, we can't talk about ball boys without mentioning Liverpool's famous comeback against Barcelona in the 2019 Champions League semi-final. Trailing 3-0 from the first leg, Liverpool needed something special at Anfield. And while Divock Origi and Jorginho Wijnaldum provided the goals, it was a quick-thinking ball boy who played a crucial part in the match-winning moment. In the 79th minute, Trent Alexander-Arnold took a fast corner that caught the Barcelona defense completely off guard, allowing Origi to score Liverpool's fourth goal. What's often overlooked is the ball boy who threw the ball quickly to Alexander-Arnold, allowing him to catch Barcelona napping. Without that moment of brilliance, Liverpool's unforgettable comeback might never have happened. Number 1, Chelsea vs Tottenham, 2016. And finally, at number 1, we have the Battle of the Bridge in 2016. Chelsea faced Tottenham in a match that could have handed Leicester City the Premier League title. Emotions were running high, and the game was filled with fouls, cards, and controversy. The one moment that stands out involved a ball boy who appeared to be slowing down Tottenham's attempts to restart play. As the match descended into chaos, with players clashing on the field, the ball boy's actions only added to the frustration of the Spurs players. The game ended 2-2, meaning Tottenham's title hopes were over, and Leicester were crowned champions. The ball boy's time wasting was just one of the many dramatic elements in this unforgettable match. And there you have it, minus 10 times ball boys ruined football. Whether they're slowing the game down, causing tempers to flare, or even helping create moments of brilliance, ball boys have played their part in the beautiful game's history. So next time you're watching a match, keep an eye on the sidelines. You never know when a ball boy might make a game-changing move.